What's up guys, welcome to Veldora-kun. From our previous episodes, we have witnessed a private meeting that happened in the kingdom of Sultrazo. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, we will put the links in the description below. You can watch in these videos what happened during the Walpurgis battle and the upcoming events. Just a quick warning, this videos contain spoilers from the light novel. Also, don't forget to join our Discord community. I welcome you to Veldora-kun subordinates, the link is in the description below. See you there. So now in this video we will review what happened next, where Rimuru finds out that Hinata is on her way and a possible war might occur. But before we will proceed, please like, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now without further ado, let's proceed with the video. Rimuru thinks that they get busier by the day. Now the highway to Dworgen is completed, yet they still need to establish a new road that leads to Sorcerer's Dynasty Sarian and also plan out the new city construction project for Milim and her people. And in the process, they are also developing a massive festival while quietly executing on a grand scheme to conquer Pharma's kingdom. He knew that becoming a demon lord would put a bunch of workload, and this was pushing him to the absolute limit. And in the midst of all this, he received a disastrous news from Soka that Hinata Sakaguchi is heading to their kingdom. Soka reported that Hinata seems to be heading there alone without any subordinate. Rimuru asked, "She is all by herself?" And Soka confirmed, "Yes." Nansu reported from his surveillance outside the barrier of Ruberios. He said that he didn't see anyone else leaving the holy city. And Hinata, who you told us to keep an eye on, was seen on Ingrasia. Just as Rimuru was about to conclude, Toka emerges from Soka's shadow and announced, "Please hold on for a second. There are some new observations." Soka asked, "What happened?" And Toka replied, "There are 4 holy knights following Hinata's trail." Rimuru confirmed, "Only 4?" And Toka said, "Yes master, but they all appear to be very powerful. They likely used some kind of magic, so we lost track of them right away." Rimuru thinks, what in the world is going on here? Did Hinata leave to strike a secret assault without telling anyone, so they came running after her? But it sounds doubtful. Or they went separately knowing someone would watch them. No, they would be more careful if that's the case. Rimuru is completely baffled, as expected from Hinata. Is Hinata attempting to strike by assaulting them with their strongest forces? She probably thought that less skilled individuals would only get in the way. Rimuru concluded, is Hinata intending to go to war with us? Rimuru thinks that he doesn't really intend to fight Hinata, but it completely depends on her actions. He doubts he would lose to her that easily, but still, he cannot let down his guard against her. Also, he was hoping she would want to talk things with him after receiving his message. I'm not sure she's coming on friendly terms because she's carrying an old-looking sword on her back. It doesn't look like they have come to negotiate. It's hard for Rimuru to think what is Hinata's goal, since anyone who'd visit a demon's lord territory will not come bare-handed. Toka added, but those holy knights were fully armed as well. And Rimuru asked, "Oh, is that so? Like full-on?" And Toka responded, "Yes. Full-on." Rimuru thinks that they are planning on waging war instead of negotiating. For him, he doesn't want to start a war. Such action of trying to eliminate monsters like some kind of evil means that they are hindrances for her. If we don't try to understand each other, one side would be eliminated. What could be Hinata's reason? After ignoring Rimuru on the first encounter, she wouldn't be that stupid to do it again. Was it because of the doctrines of Rumanism? Perhaps she feels like there is no need to listen to the opponent's views since they are monsters. Isn't it important to see things and hear things for yourself before making judgment? At the end of the day, it will all rely on Hinata's decision. If Hinata chooses to stand against Rimuru, then he will be ready for it. Having learned that Hinata may launch an assault, Rimuru won't just sit by and watch as the opponents are powerful. He ordered a meeting for all the executives. Even when it's not Rimuru's ambition to become a demon lord, he won't let anyone bring him down without putting on a fight. Diablo went to Rimuru and reported something with discomfort written on his face. "Rimuru-sama, I have something to report." Rimuru noticed the lack of Diablo's usual confidence, and he's not like his usual self. "What's wrong? Is there a problem?" And Diablo replied, "Yes, there's an issue." Rimuru worriedly asked, "What is it?" And Diablo reported, "Reheim is dead, I'm not sure of the cause. But I suspect that he was murdered. Since the last time I saw him, he's in perfect condition, so he was either killed or went to an accident." Diablo paused and added, "This was my fault, Rimuru-sama, it is indeed my miscalculation that led to this happening." Rimuru recalls saying that what if Reheim will be silenced, but he didn't knew it would come true. They don't know the details of the incident since it happened within the barrier of Holy Empire Ruberios where communication is blocked. But Diablo thinks the likelihood of murder is very high. Given the situation, things were getting far more serious. There are rumors spreading around the neighboring kingdoms of Pharmus that the Archbishop's death was caused by the demon's scheme. Someone used magic to broadcast the news, causing the Templar Knight Orders to be deployed in response. After several days of preparing, they will join forces with King Edward. This was not all part of Diablo's plan of taking over Pharmus Kingdom. So all of his plans must have been disrupted. Rimuru thinks that all these happened while Hinata is on the move, so they must be connected. The Western Saints Church haven't marked them as the nemesis of God yet, but it eventually will happen. Once the official decree is out, it will undoubtedly lead to all-out war. For Rimuru, it's their fault for assuming that the other side would give up so easily. He simply wanted to focus with developing his nation, but that seems to be impossible now. So he ordered Sokka to summon all the executives. It is now time to begin the emergency meeting, where everyone has arrived except Geld, because he's busy working on road projects right now, so it's okay if he's not present. Rimuru asked Sowei to explain the situation. "All right. First of all, a group of 5 including the commander of the Holy Knight Order is traveling towards Tempest. Each possess great power and they successfully escaped my team's track on them." The crowds gasp in shock. Sokka and her companions are at least above rank A, and they still couldn't keep up, so it is quite apparent that their opponents must have been extraordinarily powerful. They were right not to push on their luck, and thanks to the comprehensive security network has been established around the town, Sowei was already staying monitored of Hinata's progress. Templar Knights in countries neighboring Pharmus are being deployed forming a ring around the nation. They are moving quickly on small groups, and their numbers are estimated at over 30,000. It seems that their mission is to destroy the demon, and they don't intend on interfering in the Pharmus civil war. However, if this keeps up, Yaum Dono is unlikely to receive aid from any powerful nobles in and around Pharmus. Annoyance emerges on Diablo's face upon hearing this, but he doesn't seem surprised. And there is no doubt the demon being referred to is him. He wonders where such information leaked from. Sowei said, however, the kings of the various countries are not following the holy church's lead and are not deploying their own troops. There's something that complicates the chain of command since the church has its own internal factors as well. Rimuru thinks they're kind of a mystery group. Even Yuuki doesn't know much about them. Plus, most would assume that the Templar Knight Orders are under the command of the Holy Knight Order. Diablo admitted, "We should have asked Reheim about this." Diablo mostly acts on his own deductions and never bother to ask for feedback from someone he sees lower than him. And this time, it came back to bite at him. Sean immediately interrupts, after sensing the opportunity, "Exactly. It's all your fault, Diablo. I think it would be best if someone more experienced, like me as your senpai, took command." Sean seems to be quite jealous and hated seeing the new guy Diablo to be given such an important task. Yet Diablo remains silent, even when he normally fires back at her. Rimuru asked, "Say, Sean, if I let you handle the Pharmus invasion, just what would you do?" Rimuru thinks that maybe, like a 1 in a million chance, Sean has a decent strategy in mind. Sean said with confidence, "I would lead an army into the kingdom and kill everyone in the noble classes, Rimuru-sama." Rimuru then exclaimed, "No, alright? Not in a million years." With Sean's decision, it means that they will kill everyone in the ruling class, then the civil war will definitely devolve into anarchy, where multiple factions will compete for power. By retaining the kingdom's current ruling system and only replacing the leader, we can minimize damage as you slowly promote new policies. That's why Rimuru let Diablo handle it, who is both flexible and intelligent. Xian just wasn't up to it. Xian realized how foolish it might be and said, "I see, so it won't work after all." Xian fell silent, but Rimuru knows that Xian really didn't intend to take Diablo's job. It's just her way of showing care for Diablo. In any case, Rimuru will still leave Diablo to continue his work on the mission. Look, Diablo. Everyone will experience failure. Not even I thought Reheim would get killed. Besides, it's not really that big deal that you've been found out. Diablo looks at Rimuru in surprise and said that with all the rumors of a demon's involvement, he would be not fit for the position. But Rimuru corrects him, "You know, when you make a mistake, how you make amendments is what really matters. Anyone can take the easy route and say I give up if they mess up. Besides, Yaum's relationship with me has long been known to the public. You're a demon, but you are my subordinate too. I don't care one bit about what they say. What matters right now is who killed Reheim, right? If we can prove it wasn't you, everything will be alright, you don't have to dwell on it that much. Rimuru is a demon lord after all, so it's normal for him to have a demon as subordinate." Where Shuna also said comforting words to Diablo, but with a bit of strictness. Benimaru is also very attentive and added, "Well, it is what it is. The need for reinforcements will depend on our strategy. In the worst case, we can recall Geld, and I will go with him to the front line." Benimaru doesn't mind the lack of numbers of his troops, since he believes the tactics being employed are more important. He looked like he was ready to take on every Templar Knights. Rimuru thinks Benimaru is so reliable. Diablo asked, "So you want me to continue with the current plan?" And Rimuru responded, "Of course, Diablo. I'm gonna have my hands full with Hinata, so your job is to take control of the Pharma's kingdom. Besides, I'm the one who gave you permission to send Reheim in the first place, so I'm partly to be blamed too. That's why I want you to see this to the end for me, alright?" And Diablo gladly replied, "You were kind enough to give me this work, Rimuru-sama, please allow me to fully carry it out till the end." Rimuru confirmed again, "Can you handle it?" Where Diablo replied, "Kufufufufu, of course." Rimuru said, "Good. Now go make up for your mistake with a grand victory." Diablo replies with a nod. His usual confidence and composure returned. He looks fine now. And Rimuru thinks, it seems everything is settled. And that's it for my video. For those who are waiting for the shoutouts, I will do it on my next video. Thank you for watching. See you on my next upload.